With only 3 months left in my bank account, you could say you're looking at someone with nothing to lose.
No olvides la persona que eres. Serás capaz.
Well, hello guys, it's Gonzalo from Cartelera in Spain. First of all, such a pleasure being here. How are you?
Good, thanks.
That's great. Well, I only have 6 minutes, so let's go. The first thing I want to ask you, Hugh, is in this season, we see the life of the second generation of this family in the first timeline. So how will it change the show? What will they add to this story?
Yeah, I mean, because the season 2 storyline does follow that second generation more, we watch Noah and Mazazu grow up, and what's been so much fun is being able to work with a whole new group of actors, especially child actors, and they are so good. I mean, when you have Noah and Mazazu when they're younger, and we have Noah and Mazazu when they're older, in their teens, and it's both groups just was such a joy to work with.
Oh, that's beautiful. I also want to ask you about the Second World War, because now we are there. So how will it affect this terrible context to the story? Which perspective we are going to see of the conflict?
Well, I mean, that's such a great question, because when I think of World War II, it's so much battlefield related, right? We always talk about the soldiers who fought in the war and the countries behind it, that the story of the home front is often forgotten. And I especially really did not know a lot about the Japanese side of World War II, because having grown up in America, we learned that perspective. But because Sunja and our characters live in Japan during that terrible, terrible historical events, we had to follow what they experienced. And the real eye-opening part for me was just learning about the fire bombings of Japan, which I really was not familiar with, and the devastation and destruction. It was really horrific.
Well, that's interesting. Now I want to ask you, Jin, about Solomon, of course, because it's also been a bit of time, not much, but it's been a time for him. So how will we find him in this second season?
We're finding him about a month after the end of the events of season 1. And I think from where he ends at the end of season 1, I think it's just been further down. It's just gone a little bit further down, he's dropping a little bit more, and then we kind of meet him here at the beginning of season 2. He thinks he's hit rock bottom, so there's only up to go, but then even within the first episode, we see the slaloms, up and down. So he's in for a journey, and I think the excitement for viewers, I hope, would be getting to see how he responds to these really urgent situations. He has a lot of decisions to make throughout the season, and I'm sure some people will agree with his decisions and some people won't agree with some of the decisions, and there's the tension.
Yeah, I agree with you, because I've seen the first 4 episodes, and
awesome.
That's very conflicted. So yeah. I wanted to ask you because in the first season he kind of understood his identity, or tried to understood his identity and where he came from. So which object will he have in this second season? Which is his new, perspective or target?
I think he felt a lot of freedom in season 1. I think he felt like he could fly in a way. He had a visa to work and live in America, and he was. I think he thought he understood his Zainichi identity very well, very deeply, having lived it and survived it in his mind. I think season 2, because suddenly his wings got clipped and he doesn't have a visa now to stay in the U.S., he doesn't have a job. He's mourning the loss of Hana from season 1. All of these factors, I think, go into the emotional and mental state that we meet him at. And I think from his perspective, he might just be trying to he's trying to grasp. I think he thinks he's drowning. And so in a way, he's like, how do I just get myself out of the water? And maybe he doesn't think about those questions as deeply as he should in trying to survive.
That's very interesting. I have 1 minute left, so I have to ask you, of course. We have this second season. The first one was amazing. Can we expect a third one? Can we be optimistic about the third season?
Well, I think there's still stories to be told. We want to finish it, but obviously that's in the future. We're just really excited to be celebrating season 2, so fingers crossed.
Yeah, let's hope a lot of people watch.
Oh, I hope so. Okay, I have to wrap up.
Thank
guys.
you.
It's such an honor being here, so thank you very much.
Thank you.
you.